Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on Nio Stock Pick channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about our favorite stock, Nio. And well, all I can say is, since the last time I made a video on Nio, it's just been an absolute crazy journey. We've been up to highs of probably 52, I think it was, and now we're back. We dropped down to $40, which is a massive decrease, and now I think we're pushing 47 again. I must check that. But before we do get into this video, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning back into the channel. We had a great response again on the last video. So if you are enjoying these videos, be sure to leave a like down below. So anyway, in today's video, we'll be speaking about Nio, and it's currently trading at all-time highs. I'll say that with quotes there, just because I know intraday it did reach $52 at one stage, and you might be surprised to hear that I did sell on that day. I sold at $51.40, and then I hopped back in. When did I hop back in? At $43.30, just so I could have more shares in my possession for the same amount of money, basically. And looks like that was a good decision, because right now we're at $48.30, and it's right before the Q3 earnings. So I'd imagine we'll definitely be pushing $50 before end of day. Then who knows what's going to happen after earnings. Just going off previous earnings, we can see that the stock does drop after earnings. But as we've seen with Li Auto last week, that stock just exploded after earnings. So who knows what happens this time. All I know is that I'll be sticking in this stock for years to come. That's exactly what today's video will be. I'll be just basically explaining why I am so invested in this stock and why I'm not going to exit it or anymore, and just why I'll probably be adding more positions soon. So in today's video, we'll be touching on about 5 different topics. That being the release of their new 100 kilowatt hour battery, the upcoming Nio Day and what I expect them to release on that day, the EU release then in general. Just recently we've seen some big news basically from Nio, where they launched their 100 kilowatt hour battery. This is a big increase from their previous largest battery, which was an 85 kilowatt I believe, and then they had their 75 kilowatt hour battery also. I think one of the most crazy things about this announcement of the 100 kilowatt hour battery is that it just came a few days after they released that they've hit new records of monthly sales of 5,055 vehicles sold. This is over a 100% increase from October 2019. I was reading recently that Nio is going to release this 100 kilowatt hour battery as their battery as a service BaaS subscription plan. So this basically is a subscription plan where users of a Nio car don't have to purchase that battery outright, and it ends up as being a large saving on the initial cost of the car, where they just pay monthly then for that battery. I think the launch of this new battery shows that Nio are still evolving rapidly. They're still creating new technology for their batteries to get more capacity out of them. So I know that this battery features new thermal propagation, so that just stops it overheating and wearing down your battery sooner. And then also their new cell-to-pack technology, or CTP as they call it, allows for I think over 30% extra battery density within their batteries, or energy density I should say. So all in all, this gives the new 100 kilowatt hour battery a range of over 615 kilometers. I think it's fair to say that that's enough for most people and most users of cars. I think we're really starting to see the appeal of their battery swapping technology, and then obviously their battery as a service. So basically the reason I think this is because, let's say if you're just going to be traveling around town for a few months, you'll just rent your 70 kilowatt hour battery, and I'm sure the range is fine for day-to-day use. But then say, in a month's time you're going to be going on a longer trip, you'll swap out your battery for 3 minutes time, upgrade for a monthly fee for your 100 kilowatt hour battery, and you have all the range you want. I really think this battery as a service is going to be something special, and it's definitely something different than we've seen from other manufacturers. I know that users that purchase a new Nio vehicle with a 70 kilowatt hour battery, they'll save on average €8,000 off the price of their new car. And then for the 100 kilowatt hour battery, they'll save €16,000 for the car. As I'm sure we're all aware by now, Nio Day will be coming up on January 9th, 2021. I think Nio Day is going to be something special for Nio. This is where we're all expecting to see their release of their first sedan car with their ET7, and just looking at the concept pictures of this car, it's definitely something special, I think. And Nio themselves are saying that this is going to be a direct competitor towards the Tesla Model S. Another product that I believe Nio will release on Nio Day is their new 150 kilowatt hour battery. And now this is just something mental pretty much for the EV industry. I haven't seen anything like it. I think it's largely down to their cell to pack technology, that they can just fit more energy density in such a small space. This new 150 kilowatt hour battery is going to have a range of over 900 kilometers, and to be honest, not many cars can even get over that. So I think this is when we're starting to see EV cars starting to take over from the ICE engine industry. I'd also imagine that on Nio Day they'll probably announce when they'll be trying to enter the EU market. They'll probably give a launch day and what car they're going to launch with. And of course, this is something a lot of investors are waiting on, just to see when they're going to start branching into new markets and taking other people's market shares. We already know that Nio have said that they'll plan to have the capacity to build 150,000 vehicles by the end of 2021, and then increasing that to 300,000 vehicles by the end of 2022. So that just shows that there's massive potential for growth, and I think just reading reviews of these Nio cars, I think they're going to meet that capacity very soon. I know the recent spike of Nio may seem a bit extra, and I certainly think it is. I think I'd probably value Nio at around $32 per share at the moment, but I'm not complaining basically. But with the release of their 150 kilowatt hour battery, the EU sales, and then obviously their new Nio ET7, I think we can easily see the share price of Nio hit $80 per share by the end of 2021. So I think that concludes today's video. If you did enjoy it, let me know down in the comments and leave a like on this video. It does help the channel out a lot. It only takes 1 second to do. Obviously, with today being earnings day, let me know down in the comments what you think is going to happen to the stock. Are we going to see it going up to after hours or down? Also, if you made it to the end of this video, I'd like to thank you for that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on any new videos that I do make. I'm also in the middle of recording another one for SBE or Charge Point stock, which is doing very, very well at the moment. Just looking at my portfolio now, we're up over 60% on that at the moment. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.